Hello and welcome. Well, we've got a brand new show for you. I feel like we're doing a screen test then. Brand new show with a brand new guest, but it's not a screen test.
No, I'm not.
This is the real thing. Dave, welcome to Hochanda. It's absolutely lovely to have your company. Absolutely adore your shirt and bow tie.
Thank you very much.
It's so cool. You're looking fabulous. Looking fabulous.
Thank you.
Now, obviously, brand new products, brand new company as well, Artistry Inc. Tell us a little bit about Artistry Inc. and, of course, yourself. Where did the story begin?
So back in August 2018, a group of ladies got together. They kind of they were already friends on Facebook.
Yeah.
And they kind of got together and thought, there's a gap in the market. We could bridge that gap.
Yeah.
We want to have our own range of crafty things.
Yeah.
I think that's what we all aspire to.
Yes, we do, don't we? Yeah.
And they got together. They formed Artistry Inc. And kind of the rest is history. And we're here live on Hochanda.
Now, the thing is, Dave, this was how long ago?
About 6 months ago. Yeah.
6 months.
6 months.
It's taken them 6 months to have this, I wonder if, to being live
These
on
ladies
Hochanda.
don't mess around.
There ain't no dust
There
on
ain't
them.
no messing going on.
That is absolutely incredible. And I love it because you've already, chatting. There's already, we want to do this, we want to do this.
Yeah.
So already
there's a real
lots of
energy, a real excitement about what we're going to be doing and the forthcoming stuff. And, this is just the start of what we have to offer.
That's so exciting.
Yeah.
And what about you then? Have you been crafting for a long time as well?
Yeah, kind of grandma taught me to sew and
Amazing.
all of that, right from, being a dot and using
Now
a
to a
treadle
grasshopper.
sewing machine and that sort of thing.
Oh,
So, I used to do the
fabulous.
treadle, she did the sewing. And from there, I dabbled throughout my 20s.
Yeah.
I realise I'm not 20 anymore. I'm only 30. So,
Same age as me, love.
It's funny, we all are. And then I kind of dabbled with craft. And really about 10 years ago, I kind of went back to crafting.
Yeah.
I was going through a difficult patch at the time. I discovered I was autistic, and it was a great way to kind of manage my mental health.
That's really good.
And and I'm kind of driven by adding a bit of diversity to the world. And the ladies are really passionate about that diversity.
Yes.
Really want to bring, let's bring different people into the crafting world.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
So
and I think what we found on Hochanda as well is that no one's pigeonholed. It's not like, you're only going to sew, you're on. Everybody's pigeonholed. See what I did there? Chickens, stuff like that. But that wasn't on purpose.
That was excellent.
Okay,
Well, should we stop there?
Don't start. But no, that's what I love about this industry. You can have a go at anything.
You can indeed.
It is also about, of course, the products. Brand new company, brand new products. Already been busy before the hour.
Good price as well.
I know.
Where would you buy a pad of paper for that price? So?
Well, a never-ending pad of paper.
Exactly. Yeah.
That's the thing.
Yeah.
It's almost saying, I'd like that,
Mary
but I want
Poppins
it for
bag,
life.
isn't it? Just keeps pulling it out.
Absolutely, really good. Now, just out of interest, is it compatible for Mac and PC? Do you know?
I think it's compatible for both, but don't quote me. I'll have to speak to my team.
Can we ask the ladies?
Yes.
Can we ask the ladies?
Speak to the ladies.
Yeah. We'll find out for you. So we'll make sure. Now, if you do want those CDs, any questions? Obviously, get your emails in studio@hochanda.com. Right, this is it. Demonstrate on telly, Dave. What are you going to be showing us first of all?
Oh, stand back, everybody. So we're going to. I'm going to demonstrate how to do this
Beautiful.
card with using the stencil, so the music miscellaneous stencil.
Wonderful. Look at that.
And then just kind of aging it up.
Beautiful.
And turning it into something like it's been lost for a long time.
It's just been rediscovered.
Like my marbles, really. So.
I know that feeling very well. Okay, where are we going to start?
Yes. So to start off, sorry, I should have been more prepared for this. So we had, what we've done is, I'm not going to do it because my machine is very noisy and you'll need ear defenders really. So, but what we've done is I've run this through a die cutting machine.
Yeah.
Any die cutting machine, you do need to use your rubber mat though. Okay.
And I always forget the sandwich. So with your die cutting machine, the rubber mat goes
Rubber
I always forget my sandwich with it.
Rubber
every
mat.
Single time.
I actually have it set up here,
right.
so as if by magic. So your rubber mat should go underneath your substrate, and then you put your mask on top.
Excellent.
And what it's doing is the pressure is pushing the rubber mat through the gaps in
Superb.
The stencil.
So it's your layers, then the rubber mat, your cardstock, then your mask, then your other plate.
Your A plate.
Perfect. Okay, that's superb.
Just as a bit of a technique tip, you often find with a rubber mat they get stuck. So if you just go over it with some embossing powder, not embossing powder, anti-static powder, and go over the back of the card that you're using.
Yes.
It just stops it sticking, and then you're not
trying to peel it all apart.
Yeah,
that's a good tip.
Yep.
Do you need your gold
Yes,
card?
I do. Yes, indeed.
Superb. And you can see it does emboss absolutely beautifully. There you go, and that's because of the depth again, isn't it?
It certainly is. Okay, so in order to get it looking aged, what we're going to do is we're going to put some. We've all got some kind of gilding polish at home,
indeed.
And if you haven't, then get some. I'm sure there's some on the website that you can go and buy. And in order to start off, what we're going to do is we need to start off by making it really old looking.
Okay.
So start off with some sort of black or a silver.
So a darker,
really dark
tone.
Yeah, a really dark tone. When you load it up and then kind of scrape it off, you might have the stuff that doesn't come with a pad. If you don't like it on your fingers, either wear some gloves or I actually use a lot of like makeup cosmetic.
Like the sponges.
Sponges. You can go to the real cheap places that come at one single figure. Those ones. And all you want to do is there's no technique to it other than you're just trying to grunge it up at the moment. So it doesn't matter how smeary it looks when it goes on, you're just taking the shininess away from the metallic paper.
Beautiful.
Okay. You're not going to see all of these marks. You're dulling it down basically. Okay.
So you're taking that sheen off, but because it's a mirror, you've still got it underneath. You can still see it.
That's what's good. It starts off with the mirror card because then you get that. It looks metallic.
But you start muting it.
Yeah.
And you can see it started to take that shine off it.
It certainly has. So then what you need to do then is you just need to go in and start adding some.
So do you wait for it to dry? These are quite quick drying anyway,
they are quite quick drying.
Yeah.
In an ideal world, you would wait for it to dry, but I'm kind of an impatient crafter and I like kind of. Nothing of mine ever looks clean. My fingers, this is the cleanest they've been for weeks, so like.
I know this feeling.
I knew you'd be a kindred spirit, so.
So literally just layering.
Yeah, all you're doing, is
and have you played with different colours for the effect?
You'd be surprised, things that you think aren't going to work, so things like, teal and blue and that sort of thing, really kind of, I think because they're adding a base layer as well, and if you look at any metal, any kind of corroded metal, you'll see so many colours in that metal.
Yeah.
If you look at rust as well.
Absolutely.
Rust is so full of different colours.
Yeah. And what I like about this, as you're applying the second colour, the first might be coming off a little bit or
like
coming down to it. But it actually brings a different colours through it, doesn't it?
It certainly does.
Which looks really effective.
I did come with a handy heat
tool,
just in case.
I wonder, our lovely Callum, is our lovely Callum there? Would you please pass me an Callum? The CD-ROM for the music papers? Would you please pass me that in? Because I know the CD-ROMs have been very busy. If you do want the music paper, it's going to mix and match with this absolutely perfectly. Thank you, my love. These are your music paper ones. Hold on. I'm going to get this one right way around. Easy.
I'm kicking off. Stand back.
Sheesh, it's on your first show and you're already kicking off. Those are your gorgeous papers. This is your music one. Really nice papers, really cool designs there. It's going to match that stencil. Absolutely gorgeous. Now I know the CDs are busy. They're JPEG, so it means you can work with them on your PC or of course on your Mac. It's just a JPEG, ridiculously easy. It's a click and print mechanism. Only $9.99. Approaching 20% of the music. So the music is really popular and beautiful. I'm not surprised. Really cool designs. 496347. That's
say
right.
Music's the food of love.
Indeed. I love it.
I wouldn't know. So like.
Me neither. I mean, I like chips. But you know.
Yeah, chips.
But I like
chips
music
are good
as well. We're talking food for me. Chips.
Chips are the food of love.
Chips.
Yeah, maybe that's a stamp.
Yeah, chips are the food of love. Absolutely.
So what you're doing now is you're just building it up, and what you're going to get is you're going to get this patina that you get from
that looks
metal.
Really cool. See, and I think because you dried it as well, it's sort of allowing that colour to sit better, isn't it? That looks superb. I really like that.
And also you can do it on silver as well, because the silver lends something different to it.
Can I pinch?
Yeah, sure, you can. Yeah.
Just look at the colours. See, I love that. And I mean, the gilding wax just flows on it because obviously it's a beautiful surface as well. That looks fantastic.
It is indeed. So keep going. Keep
until you're happy bunny.
Yeah, until you're happy bunny, or you're completely covered and you can't move.
Absolutely.
So, that's the way to do it. So, what you'll end up with is here's one I made earlier.
Boom.
I've always wanted to say that, So.
On the live seller. That looks so good, doesn't it? And you see, so if you hadn't used a mirror card, would you not get that same kind of shine underneath?
It's not going to pick up what I like about it is you'll find bits where it's kind of scratched off, and it lends itself to that. It was a brass plaque. It's now corroded over time. So I can see what you mean. Just around the end there, and it gives you. And just on the break of round where the letters are, where it's pushed back a bit, and you can just see a little bit of metal. And I think that makes it stand out even more.
That does look so cool. If you do want those 2 stencils, we're now approaching 30%. I adore those stencils. They are seriously cool. Only £14.99, approaching 30%. 213369. That's your item number. Okay.
So, so with the finished plate, what I've done is I've just mounted it onto some pearlescent card. Pick the colour that you prefer. I actually prefer the gold. I think the gold makes it stand out a little bit more. Yeah. So we can put the silver away. And because the stencils are 7x7, you obviously want a slightly larger card so you can have a matte and layer to it. Okay, which if I ever have children, I'm going to call them matte and layer. So
that's going to be the one.
Yes.
It's got my chips. Chips and peas.
Absolutely, yeah.
Tell them ready for me tea. Chips and peas.
Kind of with you there. Yeah.
Peas Pujol.
Oh, that has a nice ring to it, doesn't it? Yeah. Slight bullying tone to it as well. So
I think we're all set.
Yes.
I don't think it's going to occur.
No, I know. Me neither. So matte and layer don't exist, and they never will. So
maybe we just need animals.
So what I've done is I've got animals. Yeah, love animals. Dogs. Send me some dog photos.
You
too. Absolutely. So what I've done is because I didn't have a card that was the right size, then make one.
Yes.
Don't spend lots of money. If you're making one card, don't go out and buy a pack of 20 if you're only making one card. So what I've done is I've just taken an A4 sheet of paper. I've scored it at a 7.5 inch line. I'm still old school. I use 7.5 inches.
Fine with us.
Yeah. And then I've created a 7.5 inch mat. And
wonderful.
All you need to do is glue the 2 pieces together, and you have a fully working card.
Super.
So I'll just get that to. This is when the it does work.
It works.
And I was going to do it on my hand, but I thought it's not going to go well. The dry cleaner would hate me trying to get that out of a shirt, wouldn't they? So I don't tend to craft normally like this. This is just for you guys.
Why are you normally quite Is everything normally everywhere?
Yeah, it's on my face, literally. You know,
me too.
I've got friends that'll say you've got a bit of something here, and it's a bit of gilding paste or something
They'd be like,
that.
What is that? Yeah, I've done that. I've gone out and like blue paint.
Are you wearing makeup? No, but I'm wearing some other kind of product.
Yeah.
So, and that's all you need to do, and then you've just made yourself a nice card that way.
And it's the right size.
Absolutely.
Obviously, use your nice weighted cardstock.
Absolutely.
Sorted.
The only other thing that we've added to this is we've just added some rivets in the corner.
Beautiful.
And you can use, whatever you choose to use. You can go into a stationery shop.
Yeah.
If you can age the cardboard metal, then you can age up those ones that you get, the paper fasteners, as they used to call them on children's TV. Go and buy some of those, age them up.
Perfect.
Distress them, put them in the oven. Try it. Craft is about getting messy and giving it a go and see what happens. Absolutely it is.
Marvellous.
So this is when you're thinking you should have got the set out beforehand, but we live and we learn, don't we?
Indeed.
So, and then what you need to do is you'll just need to make a hole into. I was being very safety conscious and putting it into a cork.
Good.
But now I'm going to stab it through my hand.
No sponge.
So you just want to make a hole. Don't try and push one of these through your card, because it'll just tear the card apart. So put in a hole. If you've got like a punch, one of the smaller size craft punches for making holes, use that. That's perfect. I do have one, just didn't think to bring it. So I just thought, I'll run the gauntlet.
Well, I think more people probably have the the poker tools anyway.
Yes, they do. Yeah.
Super. Remember, if you do want to get a hold of these, £14.99, that's your price for both of the gorgeous stencils. I will remind you of those in a second. 213369, that's your item number.
So then pop them through and just flatten them out at the back. I think most of us know how to use one of these.
Yeah, good old Brads.
Yeah.
Or a split pin.
Oh, split pin.
Yes, I couldn't think.
Well, I nearly said split pin, but you'd been talking about peas, so it would have been split peas.
A split pin. It's a split pin. I'm going to get those stencils. I won't be 1 second because I just want you to see them actually.
Yeah, don't look at the back of this. This is just like...
Because while you're doing that, I could just remind you that's what you're going to get. See, they're very cool, aren't they? So you've got, obviously, what are they called? The lines that you write your music on.
Oh, there is a word for it.
What did you say, Miss? A stave? Staver. S-T-A-V-E. Oh, is it now? Stave. So you've got that, your stave. You've got your wobbly lines. You've got your beautiful musical notes. And, of course, our saxophonist. That's a better word. Saxophonist, I know that one. And then you've got your wonderful words on here. I love the sentiments. No music equals no life. Happiness is finding that perfect song. Play your music. And I really like that. I think that's very cool indeed. If you want those £14.99, I've been very busy for those. Superb.
So obviously you want it stuck to your card. That's always a good
thing.
Yeah, and try and line it up. Perhaps do a better job of making it straight than me. But there you go. So it's
that's marvellous. So you've got that gorgeous finish. Really like that. It's so easy to be able to just emboss it and then just add your colour on. But it looks really effective. And then that's the other one, of course, just using different colours. £14.99 for those two. Right, Dave, I'm going to let you get set up for your next demonstration.
Thank you very much.
Have a look at the website. Anything you want, please get on that website, Hochanda.com. Right, we're back.
Right.
What we're doing this time,
So this time we're going to make this card.
Oh, look, how cute.
So kind of based on a hen party theme.
That's so cool.
Yeah. So
we're going partying. All the girls.
Well,
I don't know.
Girls anymore, does it?
No, it doesn't.
21st century.
I know, right?
Yeah.
I know. Which is fab.
It's like the future's here, isn't it? It's a bit scary.
The future is here.
Absolutely. So we've taken a 5x7 card.
Wonderful.
This time, and we've just cut a mat to go on top of it. So you just want to make it, 4 7/8 by whatever the other one is.
Yeah,
yes,
super.
Just a bit smaller.
Yeah, just a bit smaller.
Yeah, that one. Yeah. So, and then what I've done is I've kind of blended it to make it like an ombre effect.
Yeah.
And I know that's kind of like a cool technique, and I just thought it might be worthwhile showing you how you go about getting that.
Okay.
So, I always have blending tools. You can't ever have enough of these. When I've put it down on my desk,
and it's disappeared.
Yeah, it's lost under the pile that you keep pushing away until it falls off the other side. So, and in order to do it, just come in off the end.
What cardstock do you like using, Dave? Have you got a favourite?
Do you know something? I like whatever I can lay my hands on.
Right. Yeah. Just a good quality.
Yeah, it needs to be a really good quality. It should be fairly thick. I like at least 280 GSM, and simply because I'm quite heavy-handed.
Yeah.
And when you come in on the edge, if it's too thin, it ends up runkling up, and you can catch it, and it's fine. Everything's recoverable. There are. No mistakes in craft, are there?
Absolutely.
There's lots of happy accidents.
Absolutely.
I'm having that on my tombstone. So.
Life was just a happy accident.
Yes, absolutely.
See, that blend is lush.
So just blending in, and you've gone dark, and what you're trying to do is you're trying to blend it out. Yeah. So don't go in for a real dark colour now, because you'll end up with a big splodge. Yeah. So no more colour on it. If you do need any extra colour, take it off your mat.
Yeah, and
pull it in
from the actual colour that's already on there.
Yeah, just keep going. Nice, smooth, backwards and forwards. If you stop, you'll end up with like a disc sort of shape where, it can be blended out. And to be fair, a lot of this card you're going to cover it up anyway.
Yeah, so it's not too vital, but that's lovely.
Then we have...
Obviously, that's with your good old Distress Oxides there. You can tell because those colours.
Yeah, absolutely. And then I'll just need to give myself a bit of a clean. I'm a big fan of not using those wipes, those naughty wipes. So
I'm a fan of that also.
Yes. I don't have any kids, so I'm not saving the world for my kids, but I kind of like saving the world because I like it.
Other people's kids,
yes,
it's even
absolutely, better. Yes,
it's even more
altruistic, really, isn't it? So, so now we've got our piece of card.
Beautiful.
What we've done is I've stamped it, and I've almost completed this one. Okay,
super.
Using the same technique, just blending it through, but then using a collection of stamps, and the two packs of stamps that I've used are the two here. It's Mother Hen and New Arrivals, I believe.
Wonderful. Now, if I just pick those up, so it is going to be one from each, is that one?
Well, there's two from one set.
There you go.
And one from the other one.
So you've got your little feet, that's from Mother Hen, which is really, really cute. And then the other one, which is our New Arrivals, is just there for you. And you can see that's your little New Arrivals, so your little chickens. And then the little... Oh, in fact, hold on a minute. No, it's the other one, the crack taker on other one wearing it on Mother Hen. If you do want the stamps, they are so lovely. Really lovely imagery. The details just at the bottom there. That is 803028, only $14.99 as well. So really affordable. And you're getting a lot of images, all hand-drawn, of course, for Artistry Inc.
You do indeed. So, and then take I used VersaFine, and I've laid out where I want my stamps, so that I know the gap I'm filling. Go crazy. Not literally, obviously, but like stamp till your heart's content.
Stamp until you're happy.
If you're new to stamping, this is a great way to give it a go. Making backgrounds, it's not going to be the main thing that you look at.
Fab,
they are absolutely. I could spend hours making backgrounds. I could do a whole show just making backgrounds, to be fair.
They're my favourite thing.
I won't actually take those off because I will get even more inky than I already am. Okay. So
we've had an email from Sylvia. Hello, Sylvia. Thank you ever so much. She says, welcome to the Hochanda family.
Thank you very much. That's very kind of you.
Thank you, Sylvia. It's nice, isn't it?
So I'll move that out of the way because last night I was bending down, and as I bent down, I squeezed it onto my ear. So that was not a good look for anybody. So now that's our backing bit, which is the bit that you see at the back of the photo. I think you picked up a flower there as well.
So I did.
So, and we've got, you know, our stamps on there. Okay.
Super.
So now what we need to do is we need to make the Instagram. No, that's another one. Instamatic camera.
Yes.
It's like calling that vacuum cleaner that thing that we usually call it. So,
absolutely.
Yeah. So all I've done is I've gone online, and if you look at the sizes of an Instamatic camera, it'll tell you the inner frame and the outer frame, and you can cut it.
Just cut it out. Fabulous.
Yeah. Or you can find templates, or if you have like a Cricut, then you can find a template in that as well. So Okay. So I've cut a background and I've cut my frame. So I'll come back to the frame in a minute because we'll keep it out of the way because it needs to be clean.
Okie dokie.
Yeah, and that's not a good look for me, having a dirty mat. So that's not a mat, is it, Dave?
How much time have we got? 7.5 minutes, not too bad.
All right, okay. So what I've done this time is I've stamped some of the hens onto some copy paper, and then I've tacked the back, or you can use post-it notes if you want to. Yeah. So and first you cut them out, make some masks, and then you can layer up your hens.
Yeah, so they look like they're all having a party.
Yeah, so they're having a party. Absolutely.
Fabulous.
So, and I've done this, and I've done all but the last one. And here's one I made earlier.
Wonderful.
Okay, and this time with slightly different colourway, just with the blue background. And because I used an oxide ink, I then just splashed it with some water and took that off.
Wonderful.
Because that gives it that kind of old look, like you've had that picture that we can't say for a long time. Yeah. And so now what I'm going to do with this is I'm going to make it shiny.
Wonderful.
Yeah? Okay. And so this was the thing that kind of one of the things that got me into crafting is making
things shiny.
Making things shiny using, you know, the alchemy of making doing heat embossing. So all I'm doing is I'm putting like a re-inker for your embossing.
Right. So that's your so if you haven't got a re-inker, you could be using your Versamart, whatever.
You could just go over it. Just be aware that if you go over it and you're stamping onto here with it, then you might pick up some of the colour transfer onto that.
Yes.
And then you end up with, like I've got a dirty one and a clean one. One for TV and a one not for TV.
Absolutely.
Oh, sorry. And then what we want to do is we want to add some water to this.
Okay.
Yeah, and we just want to thin it down just so that it's not quite as tacky to put on.
Okay.
Here's one of those famous little...
It's a little sponge.
Don't go out and spend a lot of money on these things, I think.
Wonderful.
They end up all sorts of different colours and lots of things stuck to it, and then we're just going to go over it.
So literally it's just making it nice and sticky.
Yeah, basically. Yeah. You can use it neat, but I think I've had my re-inker for a long time and it's kind of gone a bit...
Okay, so yours has gone a bit gooey.
Yeah, it has.
Wonderful.
And we kind of have to see whether we've got it on there.
Marvellous.
Okay, and then we could have done with...
Linda's emailed in. Hello there, Linda. She says we make a good double act. Well, thank you very much, Linda.
Thank you.
Dave's done very well indeed. You seem really chilled out. You've done really well.
Oh, thank you very much. That's very kind of you to say.
It's true, you do. You seem really calm.
So we're going to use... Now, this will tell me whether I've put enough on or not.
Yeah, it will.
And so... I'm just going to go over it.
Now it's fingers crossed.
Liberally going over, you know.
Wonderful.
It's there or thereabouts. Oh, fantastic. I wasn't going to try and do that. That would have gone horribly wrong. And just be careful when you are using heat embossing, because I think we've all learnt the hard way, haven't we?
What, sticking my finger in it when it's wet?
Or putting your hand in the way of the heat gun. And
that don't bother me too much.
Doesn't it?
No, it's ruining it by end of it by sticking my finger in.
Yeah. But, you know, it adds to the look. I'm sure
it doesn't. It ruins it.
When you've peeled those photos back, I've often stuck my finger in the chemical.
Now, while you're embossing, I am going to remind you, because obviously we are vastly running out of time. I'll show you the beautiful, now these are your CDs, so I know this has been the busiest. Where did I get to? Did I get to, so quintessentially, that's fabulous, what a big old word.
It is.
You've got Revolution. You've also got your Soulmate. You've got Triumphant. Truth, Trouble, Your Trouble. I love this one. Now, that is on your CD. That's your Wordsmith one. I know that's been really popular. Now, let's have a see. How's it gone?
There you go. That's try not to stick my finger in it, you know.
Yeah, that's super.
So you get that kind of like motley, pitted sort of thing look that you would get from that type of...
From an old photograph.
Yeah. And then what we're going to do is we're just going to put the frame onto it. How much time do we? We
only have 3 minutes.
Oh, right. Okay. So we won't put the frame on. I think you can kind of guess what we do there.
Super.
Just put the frame on, and then I've just got one of a little clip.
Yeah.
Again, bradded through the card.
Wonderful. And you can see that ombre effect now, like on the actual finished card with that over the top. It really looks effective.
Yeah,
that's
really
gorgeous.
Brings the colours out.
Yeah, I love that. I love the end party. I think that's fabulous. The party in. Now, please check out that website. It is. We've only got. Dave,
seconds.
Well done.
Yes.
You did a cracking job.
Thank you very much. Thank you guys as well. Thank you.
Thank you. I will see you tomorrow. Thank you.